Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Sunday. Welcome back. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. If you are not ready to start hearing about fall candles, you might want to archive this video until, I don't know, maybe end of August, beginning of September. I personally am very excited and ready for the fall, but I always am by this point in the summer because this particular season, this is not it for me. But the fall and the winter, man, I thrive. I love colder weather. I have a preview to share with all of you today. These are the brand new fall candles that launched over at Kringle this past week. I did receive these after the launch actually went live. Otherwise, I would have absolutely shared my thoughts a little bit sooner. I've mentioned this multiple times. I live in Oregon and Kringle ships from Massachusetts, and I feel like shipping is super slow these days. So it just takes me a little bit longer to get things in hand to be able to share my thoughts with all of you. But I'm finally getting around to that today. So these are true first sniff impressions. I have literally only taken these come with like a saran wrap around them to keep the lids firmly attached. I have to admit I was a little bit nervous when I picked up my box from outside because one, my UPS driver left the box upside down. Not a huge fan of that, but he also left it in the sun, and I didn't realize it was delivered until I think it was over an hour later. So to my surprise, everything is absolutely perfect. I feel like paraffin candles are a little bit more likely to get melty in the high summer temperatures. It is very warm where I am at, and these have been on, I'm assuming, a number of UPS trucks to get to me, and they are all in perfect condition. None of them were sweaty. I really think this soy formula ships nicely. So if you have concerns, I mean, obviously I don't live in Arizona where it's I don't know, I'm assuming 100 and more, but we are in the 80s and 90s here, and these were great. So we're gonna go through, I'm gonna smell these. I'm gonna quickly read through the fragrance notes. I will link these down below. If you're interested in picking any of them up, you can use my discount code Melanie15. That'll save you 15%. Per usual, I do not expect these to go on sale for quite some time. So if you're interested in getting these, probably the only discount that you're going to get for, I don't know, maybe the next month, 2 months is probably the ambassador discount codes. So again, mine is Melanie15. I will link them and put all the information in the description box down below. So feel free to check that out for further information. And without further ado, I'm so excited about these. I feel like this go around Kringle is making my fall gourmand dreams come true. I'm absolutely dying to smell these. So we are going to go ahead and pull up the Kringle website, and I am literally going to just pick a candle and we're going to start smelling. Did I pick? Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, this was the one that I picked up, and it was the first one on the website, so let's do it. Okay, this is apple pumpkin pie. So the country candles are now obviously the soy formulation. Spring was the first time that we saw the changeover. I had pretty decent luck with the soy formulation in the country candle jars, although I will say there was some fluctuation in terms of strength and throw. So I do think they are probably going to have some things to tweak potentially for the first couple of releases of the new soy formulation in the country candle jars. So, but I definitely was quite pleased with how things went the first time around. Okay, so our top notes here are red apple, Anjou pear, and mandarin. The mid notes are cinnamon bark, nutmeg, pumpkin puree. The base is vanilla baked pie crust and allspice. So I thought it would be fun for me to kind of tell you what my expectation is of these scents in terms of the vibe, or basically what I expect them to smell like, and then compare with what I'm actually smelling. So I'm expecting this to kind of smell almost like an old school Yankee Candle like fall scent. That's really what this, these fragrance notes make me think this is going to smell like. That warm, cozy, just very generic, but not generic in a bad way, just like very typical, I guess, fall fragrance, where you've got your apples, you've got your pumpkin, you've got your fall spices, you got a touch of pear in there as well. So I'm expecting old school Yankee vibes. Let's see what we're getting here. Oh, 100% old school Yankee vibes. This is very warm, very cozy. It smells almost edible. I smell apple. I smell pumpkin. I get a touch of pear. I smell the spices, but it's not overly spicy, you guys. Cinnamon for sure, pumpkin for sure, nutmeg absolutely. Mandarin, there is that little tiny touch of citrus in here. I get a pie crust. Vanilla, there's a creaminess for sure. You guys, I smell all of these notes. Sometimes, and I know a lot of other people also agree with this, like Kringle likes to put a lot of fragrance notes out there. And sometimes you don't necessarily need all of those because not every nose is gonna smell every single one. With this particular scent, I feel like I am smelling exactly what I'm reading on the website. And it's, oh, I'm really excited about this one. This reminds me of my mom. This reminds me of growing up. This is the type of home fragrance, this particular type of scent is what my mom used to use in the house. Just very, it's just the epitome of fall. Like, if you get this, tell me what vibe you think it gives off. I feel like it is like the epitome of fall. I like that one a lot. Oh man, it's gonna be so hard to like, these are all so good. Okay, so next is Autumn Spice. Okay, it has to be this last one. Of course, it's the last one that I picked up. Autumn Spice. All right, I'm trying to be efficient here, guys, so bear with me. We have ground cinnamon, orange zest, and bakery accord. Those are your top notes. Fall spice blend, crushed clove and leaves accord, nutmeg. The base is vanilla bean shavings, if you will, and tonka bean tea. I don't think I've ever had tonka bean tea. So what am I expecting this to smell like? Autumn Spice. I just kind of expect this to smell spicy. Fall spice blend, crushed cloves. I'm wondering if this is gonna be heavy on the clove. I'm hoping the orange is prominent, but I'm gonna guess that it's just mostly just spice. That's what I think is gonna come across. Oh, very spicy. It's spicy. Not in a bad way, not in like a red hot cinnamon spicy, but in like a spice cupboard. like you're opening your spice cupboard, but it's all the baking spices, you know, like you don't have your oregano, your thyme, you don't have those smells competing with like the like more bakery type spices. It's the bakery spices that I'm smelling here. It's nice. I don't love this one though. I'm gonna be completely honest about whether I like the scents or not. I always am. This one, I can see myself using this along with another scent that maybe has more of a like bakery component to this, because I don't really get much bakery from this. It's mostly very spice, but I like it. I like it. Do I love it? No. I think it'll be one that I will definitely want to burn alongside something else. Maybe something else here. So let's keep going. Okay, next. Okay, this bonfire one I'm very curious about. I was kind of hoping for like a pumpkin, not pumpkin, but like a marshmallow fireside type scent. So let's see what we are getting here. The top notes are golden, excuse me, golden aged rum, Tennessee whiskey. The mid notes are cinnamon sticks and crushed clove. The base is cedarwood, sandalwood, and smoked vanilla bean. The smoked vanilla bean, I think, is what was kind of giving me a little bit of hope for potentially like a marshmallowy, firesidey type scent, but let's see. Let's see. Ooh, she's a boozy one. Okay. Yeah, I smell whiskey and I do smell rum. I don't love this. You also smell a smokiness, and this it's almost like there's a hearth note combined with like just a booze note. I could not burn this one inside of my house. However, I do see this being a great patio candle for me. If you're new here, we do have a patio that we have off of our kitchen that we basically utilize year round. And so I do burn my home fragrance out there. So this is the type of scent that I would need to burn outside. I just don't prefer scents like this inside of my home. I'm not a huge booze person, so something to keep in mind for sure. I wish that I could get into the more boozy scents, but yeah, it's just not up my alley. So that one, I would not repurchase that one, just even on cold sniff here. So let's go ahead and go in with Candied Orange. You guys, I am so curious about Candied Orange. I'm so curious about Candied Orange. All right. I love those chocolate orange balls that you can get at Trader Joe's in like during the holidays. So I'm hoping that's what this is. All right, top notes are Candied Orange and Bergamot. The mid notes are Sugar Glaze and Blood Orange, and the base is chocolate, vanilla, and matcha. Let's see, what are we getting? Oh yes, okay. All right, this is what this is. It's a chocolate orange. Ooh, there's also, just on the back end, there is a slight powder note that's coming through, but more like powdered sugar. This is quite sweet. The citrus is nice. It's a really nice citrus. Candied Orange, I can see that. I can also smell the Blood Orange though. It's a nice mix of Candied Orange and Blood Orange. Definite chocolate. But there's a powdered note. I wonder if that's supposed to be the matcha. That might be the matcha. I like this. I love this. Let's not kid ourselves. I love this. But I'm wondering if that powdered note is gonna throw some of you off. I would say with this one, if you are at all hesitant and you typically smell a lot of the same things that I do, you might wanna get this one in a daylight first, just to be able to smell it before you commit to the larger size. I love this. But I'm really concerned that some of you might smell that powdered note, and I think it could potentially throw the scent off for you. So I would say start with a daylight here. I don't need daylights. I'm probably gonna want more than one of these. I also think this is a great fall scent. This is something different for the fall, right? I would totally burn this in the fall, but I love to eat these chocolate oranges at Christmas. Sorry. So delicious. Okay. We gotta move on. There's so many. Holy moly. Okay. Wait. Nope. I'm not starting a wish list. I'm just trying to get to all of the fall candles. Here we go. All right. So next we have, what's next on the list? Cherry Crumble. Cherry Crumble. Let's do it. I am so hopeful that I'm gonna fall in love with this one. I'm expecting to fall in love with it because a few of the other ambassadors, Connor was one of them. Connor let me know. He was like, I bet you're gonna love this one. Oh, stop it. I do, it reminds me of cranberry pumpkin. The cranberry pumpkin scent. Was it cranberry pumpkin pie? Cranberry pumpkin pie, but better. Cranberry sugar. What was the one from Jeez Louise? It's a Bath and Body Works scent. It's an older scent. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's just read through the fragrance notes here but it just reminds me a lot of that one. Oh, a lot of people are gonna love this. Okay. What's funny about this is there is absolutely zero mention of cherry. in the fragrance notes, but let's go. The top notes are raspberry jam and vanilla glaze. The mid notes are confectioner's sugar and wild berry. The base is flaky pastry and melted butter. That wild berry, it does just kind of smell like a little bit of like a melange of different types of berries. There's like a blueberry, a blackberry, like darker berries, I feel like is what I'm getting from this. I also smell raspberry for sure. I feel like, and it's probably like a psychological thing, but it kind of smells a little bit like cherry pie filling. Not like a straight up like cherry, but like the actual cherry pie filling that you get from the can. I feel like it almost comes across as that. So I can imagine the cherry, but it's definitely like raspberry, blueberry, blackberry, like berry compote that somehow comes across as cherry. It's really interesting. Guys, this is really freaking good. I can smell a crust note as well on cold sniff. I love this. I think it's my favorite so far. Okay, yeah, we have a favorite so far. Do I love it more than the Candied Orange? I think I do. Oh my God, I think I love this. Okay, let's keep going. That's, sorry. If you've been here a while, you know I'm spazzy. Oh, chocolate churro. Okay, super curious about this one. It sounds delicious. All right. I'm expecting this to smell basically like, I was hoping that it would smell like a churro, like you get that kind of greasy donutty type note almost, like that fried dough, with cinnamon and sugar, and then maybe even like you dipped it in Nutella. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't know that I'm gonna get Nutella. There's nothing about hazelnuts in here, but let's read through it. Chocolate, honey, and lemon zest are your top notes. Butter, nutmeg, and cinnamon are the mid notes. Vanilla, sugar, and toasted almond is the base. Too bad it wasn't toasted hazelnut. Ooh, that is delicious. Oh, that smells edible. Oh, I like it. This is a nice, this is not an overpowering chocolate. Oh my gosh. Stop it. That smells good. Oh, I cannot wait to start burning these. I'm so excited to burn these, you guys. Sorry, I'm just so happy to be smelling something other than like summer scents. I feel like I've been burning spring and summer for such a long time. Listen, this, I'm gonna need more, and I'm also gonna need the wax melts. That is heavenly, and I'm telling, these Gourmand scents, you guys, they knocked it out of the park this time. They really did. Leaf peeper. Okay, so we're going back to these guys here. I'm expecting this to smell earthy. For some reason, this just makes me feel like it's gonna smell like a cold fall day, like I'm gonna smell wet leaves. Just a very like earthy fall scent. I don't know what makes me think that, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The fragrance notes do not imply that, just so you know. Crisp green apple, peach slices, and dewy greens are the top notes. Cloves, cinnamon, and autumn acorns are the mid notes. Lakeside woods, tonka bean, and musk are the base notes. So let's see. Oh, that's so pretty. I don't know what I was obviously expecting earthy. This is not giving earthy. This is lovely. This is kind of a mix of leaves from Bath & Body Works and autumn. I feel like this is a mix of leaves and autumn from Bath & Body Works. This smells really pretty. Oh, that's, and this, I think this label's really pretty too on this one. Sorry, I haven't really been focusing on the labels. You can look at those up close on the website. Apple, peach, Yep. Clove. Ooh, hey, there's Bath and Body Works texting me. Thank you. Early access to Halloween. Don't ask me about Kringle Halloween. That hasn't been discussed yet. So I'll let you guys know when the Halloween stuff comes out for sure. Acorns. Maybe? I just smell so much like leaves and autumn combined. It's really nice. This smells very sophisticated. And just pretty. It just smells really pretty. I think a lot of people are gonna love this one. Don't let the musk scare you off. This doesn't come across as like wet or musty or damp in any kind of way. It's actually quite fresh. I feel like the apple in here is very crisp, so it's coming across as very fresh. Clove and cinnamon, yeah. But not too much of either. Like, it's not heavy on the clove and it's not heavy on the cinnamon, but it does have that touch of spice. Yeah, if you even remotely think you're gonna like this based off of like the mention of leaves and autumn, just get the full size. It's really nice, you guys. This is one that I could see myself going through at least one or two of. And I think this is a great type of like transitional scent, like before you're ready to go into like the full-on pumpkin mode. Something like this is a great transition like during the month of September when it still happens to probably be pretty toasty for most of us. So that one is amazing. Pumpkin banana muffin. I am expecting to love this. So let's find it. Ooh, that's warm cinnamon buns. So it's gotta be this one. Yep, here she is. Okay, I'm expecting just a really nice basic kind of banana bread scent with like a touch of like pumpkin puree. That's what I'm expecting. That's nice. These all smell these smell really good, you guys. Like, I'm not blowing smoke up your butts. Like, these genuinely smell really, really good. Banana, lemon zest, and apple butter are the top notes. Pumpkin, carrot, cinnamon, and nutmeg are the mid notes. Vanilla, caramel, and tonka bean are the base notes. Banana bread, pumpkin for sure, but pumpkin like the pumpkin from the can that already like has the spices in it for sure. It's not overly heavy on fall spices, but they are present. The nutmeg, I think, is the more predominant of the spice notes for sure. I really like the banana in here. This is a very authentic banana bread. Like, it's, if they took the pumpkin out and just like sold this as a banana bread, this would be a really fantastic banana bread base. It smells so real. This makes me want to make pumpkin banana bread. I actually have bananas in the freezer. Maybe I should. I do have pumpkin as well. Man, that smells amazing. I want to eat that. This smells edible. A lot of these smell edible. They are so good, you guys. All right, let's keep going. Pumpkin waffles. Okay, I'm hoping for a better version of pumpkin pecan waffles from Bath and Body Works. That's what I'm hoping for. Let's see what I'm gonna get. It shares some similarities. It really does. Do I think it smells exactly like it? Not exactly, but there are similarities for sure. Brown sugar, toasted waffles, and cinnamon are the top notes. Pumpkin spice, maple syrup, and creamy butter. Oh, I smell that butter. That's a nice butteriness. Those are the mid notes, by the way. The base is warm wood accord. Nah. Amber and an amber vanilla accord. Vanilla for sure. Not much amber. You guys, this is nice. This does have maple syrup in it, but it's not your typical like maple heavy type of scent. This waffle note is wonderful. This is a really good gourmand waffle. Brown sugar, it definitely smells like the sweetness is coming from a brown sugar. You've got like that molasses type sweetness, but again, it's not overly cloying or heavy on that particular note. This one's really nicely balanced. I think this is almost prettier. I don't know if pretty's the name. Even more delicious as the Bath & Body Works version. I love this. I'm gonna need this in 3 weeks. For sure. For sure. All right. You leaving me, buddy? Okay. Rosemary Applearita. I'm expecting a lot of you guys to really like this one. I have no idea how long this video is, by the way. We're just going with it. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, I forgot to say what I expected. I expected like a lot of like herbal rosemary notes because I feel like Kringle gets a little heavy with the herbal notes sometimes. And I smell an herbal note, but it's not overpowering. I feel like this is one of the first times where I'm like, okay, this is actually like enjoyable. My favorite Kringle candle or scent with an herbal note to it is Sicilian Orange. That one is just done so well. Some of the other ones, like the grapefruit and rosemary, I was just like, this is way too much herb. Like, you could have cut the herb in half and I think it still would have been too much in that grapefruit rosemary scent. But this is a lot more balanced and enjoyable. This is an herb we can get behind. Okay, red apple slices, sweet pear, and juicy peach are your top notes. The mid notes are cider accord orange, sugared rosemary sprigs. The base is cinnamon sticks and sugar crystals. This is a sweet scent. It's got a little bit of almost like a tang to it, which is interesting. For sure there's apple and pear. The pear kind of smells like a fresh, like Bartlett pear. I don't get peach. I'm not sure that I'm picking up anything that's related to cider. I do get a touch of orange. And the rosemary as well, but it really does come off as like a sweeter rosemary. So I guess sugared rosemary sprig would be a great way to describe it. This is really interesting. I like this one. I don't love this one, but I do like this one. I could actually see myself burning this in the kitchen and enjoying it. Probably mostly in September. This is another one of those transitional scents for me because of the apple. All right, what do we have left? Let's just go back. Vineyard Harvest. Okay, we are finally at Vineyard Harvest. I'm nervous about this one because a lot of times these grape scents kind of smell medicinal to me, so I'm worried about this coming off as medicinal. Let's see. Ooh, yeah. I don't love this. I don't love this one. Maybe it's better burning. Plum. There's a lot of plum in here. Okay, sorry. I guess I should tell you the notes since I'm staring at them. Top notes are raspberry, cassis, and apple. The mid notes are damask, plum, rose, and cinnamon. The base is cedarwood, vanilla sugar, and caramel. It's just kind of an odd... It seems strange to like throw caramel in here. I don't smell caramel. I get some apple. I get a lot of plum. I don't smell cinnamon. I don't smell rose. Cassis, I do get that touch of cassis. Maybe a little bit of raspberry. This one's, it's interesting. It is slightly medicinal to my nose. It kind of comes across as a more generic, grapey type scent. Like, it doesn't smell wine-like, winey to me. There is like an odd grape to this. Almost like the Kool-Aid packets of grape, like when you smell before you put like the, you know, the sugar with it. It kind of comes across as a little bit of like a Kool-Aid grapiness in a way. I think the cassis mixing with that plum is what is giving off that effect. The more I smell, it's not terrible, but I don't really care for this one. I will review it for you guys. I will burn it. This is probably another one of those scents that I think for a lot of you will be a transitional contender. All right, sorry about that. This is a longer video, bear with me. I just wanted to give you guys some real in-depth sniffs here, so sorry for being long-winded. It's kind of my thing. Anyway, I don't hate this, but I don't really love this necessarily either. I will definitely be burning it and reviewing it for you guys, but is this the type of scent that I'm really attracted to? Not naturally. No. But curious to burn it for sure. All right, so we only have, I think, like 1 or 2 more. So let us go to page 2. We only have 1 more, and it's warm cinnamon buns. It's this bad boy, right? What is this? Oh, that's the banana. Sorry, that's the pumpkin banana. Warm cinnamon buns. I want this to smell like a Cinnabon. I haven't had one in a really long time. I'm kind of craving one. Maybe this will give me the fix, or it will make me hungry and make me drive to the mall to get a Cinnabon. Please be good, please be good. Oh, it smells like a, it really does. It smells, okay, so it either smells like a Cinnabon or the Pillsbury, you know, ones that you can get at the grocery store and you bake at your house. This smells exactly like either of those 2 options. This is lovely. Lovely, delicious. This smells really good. It smells so yummy. I smell mostly that frosting. It's the frosting on the top of the cinnamon rolls, which is definitely my favorite part. Actually, my favorite part is like the center of the cinnamon roll, and then followed closely behind that is that delicious icing. So let's go ahead and, sorry, there's also snoring. There's a lot going on in this video. All right, our top notes here are cinnamon and maple. The mid notes are glazed frosting accord, yep, coconut, nutmeg, and liquid brown sugar, which I have never even heard of. The base is vanilla, tonka, musk, and heliotrope. Where'd they pull that from? This just smells like a cinnamon bun with frosting on top. It's very authentic. It is really, really nice, you guys. Oh, I really like this one a lot. Definitely heavy on the cinnamon, but it is like a Gourmand Ceylon cinnamon. It's not spicy red hot cinnamon. If it was spicy red hot cinnamon, it would be very hard for me to burn that. I really don't like that type of cinnamon at all. I do not get coconut. I do get like a brown sugar vibe. It is kind of heavy on that more like molasses type sweetness, but it doesn't lean cloying. It really doesn't. Vanilla for sure. It's like a vanilla glazed frosting. It's rich. This is very rich. This is probably the type of scent, if this has a really strong performance in terms of strength and throw, I feel like this is the type of scent where people would probably only be able to burn it for like a couple of hours before they were like, okay, that's like a lot, right? This is a very intense fragrance on cold sniff. I can only imagine what the performance is gonna look like when it's warming. I really like this on cold sniff though, and I am so excited to light these up. So I am going to spend the next couple of weeks burning these. What I'm gonna do is probably the second week of August is when I will upload all of my like post-burn reviews. I'm gonna be out of town on vacation, so that'll be the perfect week for me to just kind of have some stuff that's like scheduled to go up. And that also gives me just a couple of weeks here to really dive into these and start burning them. Luckily with some of these, they're not too over the top fall. Some of them are very fall, so it's hard for me to burn out of season, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start burning fall candles. So let me know if you have any questions. Again, check out all of the fragrances over at Kringle.com. If you do want to pick them up, feel free. Like I said, they're not on sale quite yet, but you can use those ambassador discount codes if you're interested. Like I said, mine did not arrive with any issues regard to like high temperatures. So, but I have seen people getting deliveries from Kringle from some of the older paraffin candles that arrived melted. So you know where you live and you know temperature's the best, and so obviously, you know, you may want to hold off a few more weeks until the temperatures cool down a little bit. But that being said, mine arrived in one piece. So, all right. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.